In today's video, we are going to cover editing and approving time, running reports, and how to reset someone's PIN. When you log in, you'll be brought to the home screen with your list of employees. From here, you'll be able to see their names, their employee number, and their in and out status. If they're listed as O, it means they're clocked out at the moment, and I listed as in, clocked in. And then here you'll see their regular hours, their overtime, and double time if applies. To view an employee's time, you can either double click on one employee, or you can go through and select a couple employees to look at. Double click, once you have your employees selected, double click on an employee. And here it takes you to be able to view their time. So here we have the time for last week. It's currently Monday, so payroll hasn't ran yet. So you'll be able to see their time and approve it. And then you'll see the time for this week as well. If you'd like to edit their time, if we want to change this from 5:33 a.m. to 5:45, or they didn't really clock in until 6, what we would do is click on the time, adjust the time. So you'll type in, I'm just going to type in 5:33 just for to keep it the same, 5:33 and A. You don't need any colons. You just type in the numbers and the letter A for AM or P for PM. And then if this person, this is their PTO, but for some reason, if they clocked in and they didn't clock out, you would click here and we could type in like 3 o'clock PM, 2:30 PM. And then you're going to click on Save and Return to take you back to the main page. Once we're finished reviewing this employee's time, you can click on the next arrow, or you can click on their name and select another employee from the list that you highlighted. And here, if it looks good, then you would just go to the next employee. You can also see where they have worked by their labor levels over here. So these are their different companies. And then you can see what hours are allocated for what. Now to go back to the main screen, you're going to click on Return. Once you have viewed everyone's hours, you can approve them. So you're going to click on Actions, select all employees within the Genie. You're going to go to Group Edit and Approve Selected. Once you click on Approve All, then it'll automatically approve everybody, and then they will be ready to process their payroll. The next thing that you can do is run reports. So we're going to go up to Reports, Timekeeping, and Punch Detail Report. We click on Punch Detail. Here it takes us to our main reporting page. You can select Print for PDF or Excel for an Excel document. I would always choose Detail Report so that you can see all of their punch in and out times. And then Summary just gives you a summary of the hours for the week without their punch in and out times for the day. Then you come down here, you can select alphabetic by employee. You can also select alphabetic by client if you want all the clients together. And then you can select page break sort by. So this means that each client, a report of each client is going to be on one page, and then it'll break it up for another client on another page. If we leave the dates and times blank, then it'll run for the current pay period. If you'd like to do a previous pay period or a specific date range, you would come here, select the dates that you're looking for, and then you're going to want to type in 12:00 a.m. to get the beginning of the day and 11:59 p.m. to get the end of the day. Just going to select this previous week and click Run. Here you'll see that your report has been submitted. I'm going to click on Refresh so that we will have a completed report ready to download. If it still says submitted, then what you'll do is you'll click Refresh again until it says completed. The time that it takes to get to status completed just depends on how large your report is. Double click on your report and you'll be able to download it. Another report that you might like to run, which is more client facing, is the time card report. So once again, we're going to go to Reports, Timekeeping, and you can choose time card report, time cards. I'm going to leave the date and times blank. I have numeric by employee. I'm going to switch it down to alphabetic by employee. It's just a little bit easier to read. And I'm going to say page break, so each employee is on their own page. I'm going to click on run. Its status is currently submitted. Now it's completed and ready to download. And you can just click on your downloads and it'll open as a PDF that you can save to your computer. The last thing that you will need to do is you'll need to reset people's PINs. So if someone is logged in and they do not know their password, then you're going to want to reset their PIN to be blank. So if I come here and look for our test employee, I'm going to click on the test user. And then to search for your employee, you can just type part of their last name or first name in here, and it'll pull up a couple of people on the page. I'm going to come up to people in the top, and then you're going to click on self-service on the left-hand side. And here, what you can do is the username will be blank, the employee PIN, you're just going to clear it out, and then you're going to click on save. And then what they will do is you can say, okay, your PIN has now been cleared. And what they'll be able to do is they will be able to go log in with their employee ID number. So this employee would log in with 9955. They're going to leave the PIN field blank and click return, and it'll prompt them to enter their own password.